Hello everyone. Let us take our discussion to the concept of hashing now. So let us see what is hashing and how we can write a simple hashing algorithm and how we can get a home address and how we can store the things into uh, that particular address. So let us see the introduction part. What exactly the definition of hashing? If you consider this diagram, so you can see there is a key called Lowell, and you can see h of k, we call it as hash address. So the function to calculate hash address, and this h of k is going to give you a particular address to which you are going to copy the key Lowell, right? So these are the memory, your memory, computer memory, and these are the address you have. What exactly hashing is doing? So you will be having a particular key, and that using that key you are going to find out a home address for that particular key using some function h of k, and that home address will be uh, considered, and that key will be copied over to that home address. Key along with the record that will be copied over to the home address. So for example, let us consider these sets. You have three different keys over here. How can I write h of k now? What I am doing here is I'll consider the first two characters BA. This is just an example. You can go for so many hashing algorithms will be there, so you can go for any hashing algorithm whichever comfortable for you. So now for example, let us see how we are going to write h of k. So we have three different keys over here. I want to find out the address for that keys, right? So how we can find out the address? I can find out the address using some algorithm or some function, that is nothing but h of k. So in order to find out the address of first key, so I will take the first two characters B and A. So capital letter B is having ASCII value of 66 and A is having 65. So what we are going to do is I'm going to multiply 66 and 65, and I got a number, and its last three digits I'm going to consider as the home address. So my algorithm is select the key, select the first two characters of the key, take its ASCII value and multiply both values. You will get a result. Take that result, and its last three digits will be considered as the home address of that particular key. Now you are going to save ball in 290th position. You are going to save Lowell in 004 position. Like that you are going to save the key, that is the home address. Now what do you mean by collision? See, suppose in the uh, previous slide we had seen the home address, but what will happen if I have Lowell as one key and uh, LO as one more key? So what will happen? Lowell and LO, both first two characters if I consider, what will happen? Both are having same home address now. LO and LO, if you multiply you will get the same home address, right? So if you get the same home address, can you store the item over the same address? No, there occurs a overlap, right? So that case we are calling it as collision. So how we can avoid this collision? There are four different ways. One is you need to write a perfect hashing algorithm your hashing algorithm should be very perfect, such that there is no collision occurs, right? So nobody can write such a perfect hashing algorithm. There might be one or the other mistakes, in the sense you will get one or the other way, you will get collision. So instead of that, we have the next particular option, we call it as spread out the records. So your hashing algorithm should be such a way that it is going to spread out your records more randomly. That means your algorithm should support a particular way that should spread out the records more randomly, and there is a less collision in your algorithm. And the next method is use extra memory. If suppose you have extra memory, you can spread the records more easily, right? If you have extra space, you can spread it easily. If you have congested space, you cannot spread it easily. So that is why use the extra memory to spread the record uh, nicely, right? Next method is put more than one record at a single address. You have a concept called as bucket, buffer, all those things. So try to use that concepts into this hashing algorithm, and then try to put more than one record at a single address, so that less number of collision will occur. Now let us see a simple hashing algorithm. Now I'm taking a small hashing algorithm which has 3 different steps. So in this algorithm we have the first step as represent a key in a numerical form. If it is already a number, then the first step can be avoided. Next step is fold and add. So you are going to fold the characters and you are going to add it together to get some particular address. Then divide by prime number and use the remainder as the address. So the last step is you are going to find out one single address using division by prime number. Let us see an example for this. I have to consider its ASCII values also. So 32 is the ASCII value for blanks. So I have considered 6 32s. Okay. So that is representation of key in numerical form. That is the first step. Next you have second step as fold and add. That means you are going to fold the numbers and you are going to add it. Now say the first two characters are having 76 and 79. So I am going to write it together 7679. That is one fold is over. Next 8769. That 8769 is the second fold. 7676 is the third fold. Next comes 3232. Once again 3232 and 3232. Now you have folded it, right? Now how we can add it? So while adding, what I am going to do, I will take the first fold 7679 plus second fold 8769 and so on. I am going to add it. After adding, I got the result as 33820. But suppose we use 15-bit integer expression, then the maximum limit is 32767. That you need to keep it in mind. If you use 15-bit integer expression, 32767 is the maximum limit. So now if you consider your answer, this is greater than 32767, so I can conclude that there is an overflow. So I don't want any overflow over here. So what I am going to do is I will select the largest addend. So largest addend you can consider is ZZ. Largest character will be Z. So ZZ will be the largest addend. I can take it as 9090. Right? ASCII character is 9090. So together after folding I can get it as 9090. Now what I am going to do is I am going to find out the largest allowable result. So how can I get it? we have the limit as 32767 and I'm going to subtract 9090 from that. So 19937 I'm going to get. Now I'm going to find out the mod I'm going to use a mod operation and find out the reminders now. So what I'm going to do now is I'll select the first two characters ASCII value, which is folded 7679 plus 8769, right? And for that result I'm going to mod it with 19937 so that I can get the result which is less than 32767, right? So in the same way, now I got 16448. For that I'm going to add the next particular folded uh, folded character 7676 and once again find out the mod. You got 4187. So take this 4187, add the next content, that is 3232, you got 7419 and so on, and finally you are going to get the result as 13883. So after fold and add, now your result is 13883. After second step, your fold and add result is 13883. Now what is the third step? In the third step you are going to divide by 0 size of the address space, right? So how can I do that? I have a formula A is equal to S mod n, where A is the home address, actual address what you are going to find out. S is the sum product in step 2, whatever answer you got in step 2, that is S, and n is the number of address in the file. Say you have 100 address in the file. So this is the example. Now how can I find out the home address? So I can find out the home address of Lowell as 13883, which we got in step 2, mod 100. So you will get it as 83. So one thing we need to consider is, if you mod any number using prime number, then it will make that will make distribution more random. So a prime number is usually used for the divisor because primes tends to distribute reminders much more uniformly than do no primes, right? So here I had taken 100 is the address. So 100 is the address, so I had taken 100, but instead of 100, if I take it as 101, then it will be much better, because it is 101 is a prime number. So if you use a prime number, collision will be much more reduced. So always in the step 3 we refer as address space, but instead of that nearby prime, if you consider, that will be better option. So if you have suppose 75 records, so n is 75, instead of 75 take the nearby prime number, that is 101. So if I have 75 records, then 101 I need to use. So 13883 mod 101, so I will get some particular answer, say it is 74.3%. So this is how we are going to do the step 3. This is a simple algorithm. We are going to study so many other algorithm, hashing algorithm later onwards.